And welcome to it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Bad Reading Podcast. My name is Atlas Novak. Are you serious?
Oh, no.
No, you know what? Leave it in.
Yes.
Leave it in.
Leave it in. Merry Christmas, everybody.
My name is Atlas Novak.
I'm Nick Kane.
And today we have with us the owner and founder of the Fourth Wall Comedy Studio. Please welcome Joe Manente.
Thank you, Atlas. Hello, Mr. Kane. It's good to see you. It's good to be here. I am honored. So there we are.
Yeah. Joe, you started. How long ago did you start Fourth Wall?
2016. So that's about three years ago and some change.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because to people who, listeners who live in LA or those who don't, you have like a unique format on how you run.
That's
open
true.
mic.
That's true. An hourly format.
Yeah. Some
people call it a slotted format, which is not fair because this way of doing things existed before slotted. It's not like it's an hourly format with rules, and it's created a culture of kind of like you got to be on time and stay to the end and kind of be supportive and stuff like that. So that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's a huge problem,
Yeah.
like with open mics in general, like in LA, that people get up, like they'll get up first, and then they'll stay for one other comic, and then they'll bounce.
Yeah, I did it like that for like a year and a half, and it just hurt my soul every night to go in there and have it be really fun for like 30 minutes, and then the rest of the mics suck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I kind of phased in this new way of doing things. It took a lot of trial and error and a lot of observation and hours sitting in that room, kind of being like, okay, what constitutes a crowd? What are people's patience levels? What are they willing to put themselves through to And then we just kind of have what we have now. So, and the slotted thing just happened to be what looked closest to what I had in my notebook. It's just a coincidence.
All right.
Oh yeah.
It's easier, because my favorite thing about the Fourth Wall is I can go, I have a mic at 6 and I have a mic at 9.
Yeah.
I have 2 hours to kill. Sign up for the 8 o'clock one.
Yeah.
And then just, it's one of those things where you can use it as almost like a pivot point for what your night is going to be.
Well, there you go. Yeah. Predictability is a good thing. And you guys have taken such good advantage. You're doing great work, by the way. I look forward to seeing you guys when you sign up. I see your name. I get happy. That's what you want. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah. Well, no, we use our, it's, it's really taught me, it's taught me, just as a comic so much, you have to really plan out your 5 minutes, because it's, everybody's watching you, we're all going to stay and, pay attention, and, you have to really have your stuff down, because if you're new to comedy, just to make sure.
He's pointing at nobody.
I'm pointing at the camera.
Oh, okay.
Because, that's the audience.
Yeah.
But, if you're new at it, you really only get 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And sometimes with open mics, people aren't really paying attention, and they're kind of looking around, they're doing whatever.
True.
But with the fourth wall, you can, it's 10 people, it's concentrated, we're all going to listen to your material, and if it's funny, we're going to let you know if it's funny.
Yeah.
And it just taught me not to be a hack.
Yeah.
Just saying, stop. No.
And if it isn't funny, it's done in an hour, and then they sweep you out and bring the next group of people
That's
in.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, and
good.
recently, so you, the Fourth Wall recently just purchased a new cafe, and it's one of the main venues that you run.
Yeah, it's becoming a venue. We're canceling a lot of the mics and having shows, which is good, and we need that. We don't need more mics. There's enough.
And it's close to my apartment.
Yes.
Yeah, I know, Alex. It's good to see you more. Definitely. But it's the next step, and it's been a slow evolution. And eventually, it would be nice to kind of bridge the gap between what the Comedy Store and the Improv is, and Flappers. You know what I mean? There's nothing in between. It's either there's just not a lot of opportunities for so many comics. There's so many good comedians, and there's no there's just not enough good quality stage time to go around. So
it's definitely hard to go from being an open micer to trying to get on bigger shows without just making the connections.
Yeah.
So,
forget the connect. No, no. But there's a lot of there should be more opportunities for people. You know what I mean? And I'm figuring it out. You know what I mean? It's a slow process, but I think every year that it's been open, it's like, wow, I can't believe we're here now at the end of the year. You know what I mean? So if that keeps happening for the next 5 years, I think we're closer to, just seeing just seeing more opportunities in general for everyone at all levels. So
yeah, because you have to bust ass at the Comedy Store, the Hollywood Improv, the Laugh Factory to get stage time, and you think to yourself, oh man, there's not enough open mics just for me to try it out. You wait, you wait constantly.
You wait. There's a lot of waiting.
Yeah.
It's a waste of time, for a lot of. If you're young enough, I mean, they say that. And you know what? This is another nice thing about the format. Is what I've observed is. It doesn't take 20 years to get comfortable on stage anymore, or to find or create your voice. You can do it in a much shorter amount of time because you can get stage time faster. So there's going to be an aggregate effect of doing things this way as opposed to the other way. The other way, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're not in, it's different. It shrinks the time that you can develop. So, yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Or if you figure out that you have no future at all and you get out
and you figure it out faster.
Let's not name names.
My favorite thing about the Fourth Wall doing the format that it does or did is that other open mics tried to follow suit and it just failed spectacularly.
Well,
Haha tried to do it. And
really?
For about 2 weeks, I'm like, guys, just don't. Don't. You gotta kind of build it from the ground up.
I guess so.
But this is a podcast about terrible fan fiction.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah,
No. I did that on purpose. And today,
as we awkwardly stare at him,
Joe Manente, we've asked you here because we want to ask you one simple question.
Yes.
What is something you are into?
I'm into lots of different things, but I love. If I'm a fan of one thing, it's definitely the Rocky movies, man. Oh, my God, 100%. If it's on TV, I own all the DVDs. I'll watch it on TV with the commercials. It's just I don't know. It's just one of those things. I'm addicted to Rocky. Love it.
Did you see that picture where it's President Trump's head, photoshopped onto Rocky's body? Or
yes.
Was it Ivan Drago or whoever it was?
Yeah.
That very may well be the thumbnail for this episode.
Oh, perfect.
Because normally we do a monkey face on one of the characters because our logo is a monkey in front of a typewriter. We might just put the Trump picture.
That's beautiful. I love it.
Screw the monkey. We'll see. But today we have a story for you. It is called Apollo Cream versus Iron Drago.
That's amazing.
Apollo Cream versus Iron Drago. I'm going to pronounce that wrong.
Iron Drago.
Yeah, like the metal.
You already did.
Oh, yeah. Iron Drago. Okay.
Iron Drago.
Okay.
Yeah. So Apollo Cream, heavy whipping cream, and Iron Drago.
I like it.
By Faridius Fungus. We found this on fanfiction.net. As always, the link for it will be in the description or the show notes or wherever you're getting this from. The tagline is, in the distant future, Apollo Creed's cloned self faces the toughest challenge of his life. Prepare to experience the greatest Rocky story ever.
Wow.
All caps.
Very good.
So, yeah, the format is Nick and I will take turns going back and forth reading this, voices with or notwithstanding. And the people not reading are encouraged to interrupt as much as they want with nitpicks, jokes, riffs, etc. So here we go. In the center of a dark, unlit boxing ring, a solitary warrior stood silhouetted against a backdrop of roaring fans. The dusty figure made peace with his gods and calmly lumbered in stoic preparation for the trials and tribulations that lay ahead. His name was Apollo Cream. The ultimate futuristic clone warrior. Spliced from a dubious stain discovered on the late Apollo Creed's star-spangled shorts and genetically augmented with improved speed, strength, and charisma.
Wow. Oh, my God.
How do you genetically make charisma? Is that a thing?
I don't know. I mean, that could be a good thing to what is What is it? You buy charisma. Isn't that like a leather jacket? You just buy that, you automatically increase 20 points in your charisma?
I mean, if that's the case, I would be super popular by the jacket I wore here today, but we all know that is definitely not the case. So, all right. His personality had also been carefully tweaked with painstaking precision to make him more violent, less remorseful, and above all... Wait... And above all, a stark, raving homosexual.
Oh my God! You're really pandering with here. With this, we're trying to be woke.
I'm gonna cry.
We never thought of tying that.
Who wrote this? Did you write this?
No. Feridius Fungus. That's the name of the author.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So all of these stories that we find are other people's. Maybe they get exposure from this, but we're making fun of them. So yeah, it is definitely not ours.
Okay.
With an explosion of multicolored pyrotechnics.
Well, can I cut in there?
Yes.
With an explosion.
Yes. Yes. Episode over.
Roll credits. Where did that come from, by the way?
I did that for the first time on stage at IO West in the Dick Box. But, it's been an evolution just like everything else. I remember Jeremiah Watkins was there. It was at Jade Cotta Prentice Mike. This is like 11 years ago.
Yeah.
And I just said explosion, just like that. I was playing guitar at the time still, too.
Okay.
And then over time, it's just like, evolved into there you go. That was good. That was
Thank you.
The pro wrestling version of it. So anyway, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Go
nice.
on.
Okay. Okay, multicolored pyrotechnics. Huge floodlights illuminated the ring to reveal our hero in all of his fabulousness, clad head to toe in pink sequined gown, top hat, and feather boa.
Oh.
RuPaul's Drag Race presents... No, I'm kidding. Tonight, his whirling dervish of dancing demolition would be facing up against the toughest opponent of his life. Now, silently making his way through the crowd like a hammerhead shark maneuvering through a shoal of hapless mackerel.
Hapless mackerel.
I got a thesaurus for my birthday. I'm going to use it. A towering mechanical humanoid approached the ring, hailing from the Soviet Union. His name, Iron Drago. A cybernetic organism constructed from pure low-grade communist steel. Designed by a genius scientist who once solved a Rubik's Cube with minimal assistance.
Side note, Travis Clyburn, who you know and love,
yes,
for all of his faults, can solve a Rubik's Cube in under 1 minute.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. So whatever that is, there's a lot of things Travis can't do, let me tell you. But he has the brain, the programming system that can do that. Isn't that interesting?
That is interesting.
I learned how what I was going to achieve in life. It's like, okay, solve this Rubik's Cube, and it took me I'm sure 5 hours, and that's with peeling off the stickers.
Yeah. I can't do it. Yeah. He's a genius to me, so there you go. Anyway.
We're sure to have him on at some point.
Oh, please, yeah.
Yeah.
It's got a good voice, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sexy voice and a Rubik's Cube solver. Ladies, what else do you need?
Yeah. I like how solved a Rubik's Cube with minimal assistance. That's the metric for a good scientist.
Yeah.
He may not be very good at making a sandwich, but he's a hell of a chef.
There are better ways to tell the audience that this guy is smart. Like, oh, he got a PhD from Albert Einstein School. Like, you didn't have to say like he's a theoretical physicist and he can solve a Rubik's Cube. Like, those are very different things.
Minimal assistance too. That means he had some assistance.
Yeah. He looked up WikiHow for like a second.
Maybe. This great hulking assembly of pistons, gears, and little flashy buttons that went bleep bloop glared at his glamorous opponent. It was illogical for Apollo Cream to live. Therefore, he must be exterminated.
Wow.
It's not possible for Apollo Cream to live. I just love that name, Apollo Cream. I want that to be my new name now.
Oh.
A little bit. A little bit. Just, I don't know.
Hailing from parts unknown. All right. Okay. This pugilistic spectacle for the ages wasn't taking place in your everyday run-of-the-mill sporting arena. Oh, no. It was located in a secret underground nuclear bunker on the moon.
Wow.
You see, situating the punch-up in such a remote location was the only way to ensure the safety of mankind when these two bad boys started throwing fists. Spectators traveled from across the multiverse.
Is there like a training video of Rocky running on the moon? Just like,
I know, really slow. Rock. Oh man.
From across the multiverse to see the exhibition. In just one small section...
It's an exhibition. Jesus Christ. Not even for anything.
oh yeah.
Oh, that's what that means? An exhibition... Oh, exhibition match is like just for fun?
Yeah,
Or-
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Just for fun, this robot and this genetically altered superhuman are going to go to the moon and beat the shit out of each other. This is some Rick and Morty shit right here.
This is great.
In just one small section of the crowd, one could witness a Klingon, an Ewok, and a Xenomorph.
that's
Awkward.
great.
Star Wars tie-in.
Wait, hang on. Star Trek, Star Wars, Alien
Oh,
tie-in.
Tie-in. Yeah. All three.
What is this? A crossover?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know, Mr. Peanut Butter. Is it?
We're up to 5 now. We'll keep it at that.
Awkwardly rubbing shoulders. And in yet another section, an interdimensional fractal elf was perched alongside a sentient amalgam of gaseous discharge.
Like you mean like wrestling intros? Like it's like like that?
I'll answer that.
Okay.
Born from the sphincter of a galaxy devourer.
This guy is deep in the nerd matrix.
Oh.
This. God damn. A sentient amalgam of waste.
Gas. So a fart.
Yeah.
A fart is here. A galaxy devourer fart. Between these two otherworldly specters, a crap sock puppet was comically eating buttered popcorn. It was a pretty diverse bunch is what I'm getting at.
Dude, this guy is fucking got Asperger's syndrome for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what this is. This is a glimpse into the mind of low grade autism right here. That's what this is. Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right, Nick, it's your turn.
Okay, my turn.
Just right at the top of the
Are the voices coming out? Oh, yes they are.
Yes, they are.
Oh man.
In quotations, I must break you. Drago asserted from his cheap, monotone voice modulation apparatus.
So would the I must break you like that? Or
I must break you. Oh.
Change the station, Metal Mickey. You're about to get creamed. Quipped Cream.
oh my God.
Removing his dazzling pink gown to reveal an impressively chiseled physique. His torso was like an Italian Renaissance mahogany coffee table, intricately crafted and built to endure. If Drago had been fitted with an emotional simulator chip, he'd be experiencing some pretty conflicting urges right now. Cream inserted a cherry-flavored gun shield into his mouth and gave Drago a chinky wink. The bell sounded from round 1. Ding ding! Its shrill clang resounded around the stark concrete caverns of the subterraneous bunker like the ominous wall of an air raid siren.
I love how this guy gives zero fucks about just the, like, he's not even, it's basically Rocky in name only.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no, Rocky's not in it.
Like, where is he? Yeah.
Well, not so much that, just like, there's no actual people so far. You have genetically altered superhuman
It's true.
robot on the moon.
Oh my God. How fitting! How fitting for tonight bombs shall fall, mused the sock puppet, spilling his popcorn all over the gaseous being to his left.
How? It's a gaseous being.
It's a gaseous being. The brawl that ensued didn't fail to live up to stratospheric expectations. The pair duked it out for 14 intense rounds in cheesy montage fashion with 80s synth music and funky slap bass playing throughout.
That's great.
Slap at abyss. But no matter how spectacular the contest, there could only be one victor. And by the final round, Drago had worn his flamboyant opponent down, delivering a brutal right hook to Cream's chops that dropped him unceremoniously to his knees. Bloodied and bruised, poor Cream looked up at the indestructible iron colossus that towered over him as it raised its huge, ferocious fist, preparing to unleash the final blow. Closing his eyes, Creed welcomed the cold embrace of death within his heart. Oh my God. In his mind, he was kneeling upon the shores of oblivion, gazing out in the impenetrable void of non-existence.
That is a very vivid description for just two guys beat the shit out of each other.
Dude, I love this.
This is great.
Imagine getting killed in space. Like, you look up, like, that's... Damn. Okay. Which, like a black hole, began to draw him in, deconstructing his consciousness, unraveling his being into a spiraling steam of subatomic particles. Cream drew his final breath. Just as Drago was about to deliver the coup de grace, a stocky little beast man leapt from the crowd, grabbed the unsuspecting robot, and hurried it out of the ring with impressive animalistic strength. Cream, old friend. Oh, no, that's not the right voice. Cream, old friend, he snarled. It is I, Rocky Balboa. In this reality, I am a werebadger.
I'm a what?
He's a what?
I am a werebadger.
So he's half person, half badger?
He's a werebadger.
Oh, werebadger.
A
He's a
werebadger.
werebadger.
But like, wait, what? Okay, if a werewolf is activated by a full moon, what activates a werebadger? Mushrooms? A snake?
Someone saying honey badger don't care
There
enough
you
times.
go. Yeah.
They say it too many times. The Rocky Balboa werebadger comes out of the depths of my attic. I don't know. Cream accepted his statement without further question. Rocky continued. Now, there isn't much time. So just listen, okay? I've been studying Drago's digital blueprints in great detail, and I believe I may have discovered a fundamental flaw in his mechanical defensive system.
Okay, the most unrealistic part of this story so far is that Rocky studied anything and that he can say the phrase fundamental flaw.
Fundamental flaw.
Fun.
No, that's too good. It doesn't sound
That's
like No, that's too good. Oh my gosh. This is like an anime. I love this. Like, this is a Rocky movie. But before Rocky could divulge any further info, the enraged bot had grabbed him by the scruff of his neck and slung him into the corner of the ring, where it proceeded to pummel the poor beast into a semi-conscious heap of bloody matted fur. Whoa! Rocky's distraction, though calamitious in nature,
What?
Did he have a thesaurus right next to him when he wrote this?
Calamitious.
Calamitious in nature.
Never heard that in my life.
Me neither.
Yeah, that's what it said.
Okay.
All right.
And thankfully
Learn
allowed
something new every day. Yeah.
Cream sufficient time to regain his composure somewhat. Hey, laser dick! He hollered, struggling into his daughter.
To the listeners out there, if you call somebody laser dick, they will punch you.
I'm calling that more people now, like a heckler. Hey, laser dick!
I've used the phrase fucknut before. Never laser dick.
I love that.
You okay over there, Joe?
Oh, definitely. I like the non sequitur. Well, that's not for that, but laser dick.
Laser dick. What does that mean though? Like laser dick, like
Nothing. It's just
like it's
space.
so like advanced that it blinds your eye as soon as you see it, or like
It's just the space version of dickhead.
I guess.
Sure, yeah.
Hey, laser dick! He hollered, struggling to his dottery feet. What's your primary directive? Drago responded, to exterminate the one that is named Apollo Cream. I'm sorry if that's the wrong voice. At that, Cream triumphantly held... Oh, yeah. To exterminate the one that is named Apollo Cream. At that, Cream then triumphantly held his arm aloft and opened his gloved fist to reveal a pink, sparkly cube. It appeared to be a semi-precious jewel of some description, no bigger than a standard 6-sided die. Who's saying this? I have concentrated all of my mystical life force energies into the materialization of this humble cube. It is a pure, crystalline manifestation of everything that is Apollo Cream.
What the fuck are you talking about?
That's awesome. Both eternal and indestructible, this empty husk of a man which now stands before you will wither and die within a matter of minutes, but the essence of cream will live on.
The essence of cream. What, are we making cappuccinos? I fucking
Yes.
This is very
The essence of cream.
The essence of cream, I assume, is the suspicious stain in his shorts, no? Or
Yeah.
that they cloned him out of?
or just a cologne itself. The essence of cream. Again, oh my god. I love. This is like.
Your thoughts, Joe?
No, well, the guy's got Asperger's syndrome. Okay, right. So like he's talking. What is your primary directive? That's like, that's coming from Rocky, who is the one human. Like, for Drago, that works because Drago's a robot, but like, he didn't make any adjustments for like the human characters. So like the dialogue is just equally robotical for all the characters enjoying that,
Yeah. I didn't know who was, is that Rocky who's saying that? Yeah, it's like.
Rocky is the one who says that to Iron.
I'm going back. I was still thinking about that. So I'm here.
No, you're right,
okay.
Joe, because it's like, Rocky would never say that. Like, what's your primary directive? He's like, what's your deal? Like, that's he would say that.
Who wants? I can't do Rocky's
Do it.
voice.
Just do it.
I want to talk this out as friends. My Rocky voice literally sounds like Adam Sandler's like stupid person voice. It doesn't.
That's probably for the best, Atlas.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stop.
No, get going. I love it.
I want to talk this out.
Yeah.
We can solve this with diplomacy as people.
I have a degree and stuff.
Why can't I
great.
fucking do Rocky?
Yeah.
So bad.
Okay, wait, how does the rest of this go?
Oh my god.
But the essence of cream will live on in the lustrous artifact forever. Drago froze, trying to analyze this new data inside his tiny thought processing unit. Non sequitur, illogical. Oh yeah, non sequitur, illogical, no making no sensey. Wait, is that Rocky saying that? Drago froze, trying to analyze the new data inside his tiny
I think
thought.
that's Drago saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Non sequitur, illogical, no making no sense. But without any means of achieving his one and only purpose, Drago was effectively obsolete, and according to Robo-Logic, must be self-exterminated. In Terminator, like, it's just Robo-Logic. I have to kill myself once I complete my mission.
In this universe, we've read all of Isaac Asimov's stories. We know what's going on.
Oh, God. Must be self-exterminated. Drago's postronic brain started to malfunction and go all glitchy. You can't put a smart word like postronic brain started to malfunction and go all glitchy. You can't make yourself sound smart and then delve to, the meticulous elucidation of his programming was all fucked up. So Cream seized his opportunity and wrenched the bastard's head clean off with a massive crowbar.
Clean off.
Man, boxing has really changed, hasn't it? Like,
Where does he get a crowbar?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know.
Where do we get any of this? I think we'll allow crowbar.
Yeah, we'll let this happen.
I've accepted so much up to this point. I can accept crowbar.
But wait, hold on though. An act which instantly disqualified him from the fight.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, there's rules are rules.
Hey man, we can have a galaxy. We can have a galaxy eater's fart here, but no crowbars.
No crowbar. No.
Yeah.
But Cream didn't care about hollow victory anymore. He helped his wounded companion, Rocky the Were-Badger, to...
I just can't.
During his training, he's like running, and then the moon, someone says, "Honey Badger, don't care too many times." He goes, with his little hind legs, and the pair limped out of the arena to the rapturous applause of an adoring crowd. Overcome with concern, Rocky turned to his friend and snuffled. What about the crystal? Are you really going to die now? I have to try and say that more emotional, hon. He has a pretty good acting circumference. Chop. He has more chops than the whole.
Yeah.
Hold on, I have to. What about the crystal? Are you really gonna die now? A cheeky smirk stretched across Cream's lovely round face. Oh, this crystal? He smiled. No, that's Rocky again. Oh, this crystal? He smiled with a twinkle in his eyes. He swiftly tossed the pink gem high into the air and caught it inside his gaping mouth like a Venus flytrap. It's just cola cube. It's just cola cube. It's just a cola cube. The pair laughed heartily.
Cola cube, like soda?
I think so. It says cola cube. You know what cola cube is, Joe?
No.
Cola
I
cube.
assume it's just like a vague sci-fi food that they're just like, we're on the moon, whatever.
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah, cola cube. The pair laughed heartily. Rocky coughed up a lung.
As you do when you're Sylvester Stallone and you're a werebadger, right?
So what was weakness you tried to tell me about? Questioned Cream. Oh, this is big red off switch on Drago's forehead. I thought you could just press it.
There's a what?
This guy was on acid when he was writing.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. And he gave us this gift. Do drugs, kids, and you can make really, really awesome fan fiction.
Sincerely, Timothy Leary.
This is big red off switch on Drago's forehead. I thought I could just press it. Cream froze in his tracks for a moment, intense thought furrowing his moistened brow. Oh, yeah, he squealed, slapping himself on the forehead with the palm of his hand like an embarrassed schoolboy.
I just would be like, oh, yeah, right.
Right, that is right. Okay. The pair hobbled off, hand in paw, into the sunset. Apollo Cream and his fuzzy little sidekick would go on many crazy adventures together, overthrowing evil space dictators and charming many tentacled alien damsels into the bedchambers. Rocky would eventually settle down with a young female Wolverine called Missy and start a family. Dude, why aren't you talking more about this? Okay,
they're going literally every type of fiction in every direction all at the same time.
Oh yeah.
You have furry fiction with the werebadger and the wolf named Missy. You have like characters being gay with each other. You have like recanonings. You have a crossover. Like it is literally everything crammed together.
This has to. I don't. This okay. All right. We're moving quickly here.
Yeah.
But Cream continued to wander the galaxy like a funkadelic space samurai until the time came when he would transcend his physical self and become one with the universe. I love this guy who wrote this. He then opened a chain of sleazy gay bars and overdosed on poppers. Can we talk about that for a minute? He then opened a chain of sleazy gay bars and overdosed on poppers. God, that guy went out like a G. Space boxing, starting a Wolverine family, becoming a funkadelic space samurai, and then overdosing on pills after opening sleazy gay clubs.
This literally sounds like the autobiography of George S. Clinton, doesn't it?
It kind of does. And that's the end of the fan fiction. That's it right there.
Yeah, I tried to pick a story that was a little shorter because normally, like the last couple of times we ran into time problems.
Oh, yeah?
But also, this was so fucking ridiculous. And, like, I read the first two paragraphs and I was like, I don't care what the rest of this is. I'm keeping it.
Oh, yeah. I read. Yeah, you should. You sent this to me. You sent this to me like 2 nights ago, and I was looking at it and like, oh yeah, first paragraph, we're down. Apollo Cream, what was that?
Yeah.
With Apollo Cream, like I'm in. I'm solid in.
That was it. Huh? Yeah, that was it.
Yes. So Joe.
Yeah.
How would you fix this story, or how would you? What would be your thoughts on this story?
Well, they spent a lot of time. I would have tried to stay a little bit closer to the original story. You know what I mean? I know it's supposed to be fun and ridiculous, but there was no, that was like the first. It barely encompassed any of Rocky IV. There was no Adrian in there. There was no, they could have brought Mick. He's dead at this point. There, just some of the iconic stuff from the movies would have been more fun to have in there.
Robot Mick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like this story, like
would've been
it would have been an amazing like animation, like if I saw this, but like there's not enough. Like, okay, where's Rocky? Like this is a Rocky movie.
I think it should have stayed a little bit closer to the original guys. It just departed a little bit too much for me. But even in its ridiculousness, I think it could have stayed. They could have incorporated some more of the.
How did Rocky become a werebadger? I want to know about that.
Yeah,
I feel like they resolved it too quickly. They're like, all right, let's meet our players. Up, they're dead.
I know.
It ended too soon. Like,
it ended a little because this guy was fun. He was fun. I actually would have liked to have seen how he applied that imaginative power that he has to, some of the other aspects of the movie, So that's
a crowbar. Like that's a new space thing. Like that's still cheating, but what counts as the rules?
Yeah,
like,
right.
Because it's on the because we're on the moon.
Yeah.
They have to let something slide, and apparently exhibition matches are more popular than American Idol the last round. Like everyone's watching it.
Yeah.
So like
someone bothered to trek up to the moon.
Yes. Like someone bothered to go to the moon.
Did you guys ever see Ad Astra?
No, I never saw that movie.
So I got dragged to see that, and
who dragged you?
My mom. I went with my mom and my sister.
What a sweetheart! I thought I was gonna have to pry that out. He admitted it immediately.
Now my mom and my sister and I go to movies like every couple of weeks or so.
That's great
because we're a movie family. But my problem with this movie is that the whole plot of Ad Astra is he's trying to his dad is missing and is also an astronaut, and he's like trying to go find him. So the whole movie is his journey to go find his dad, but every place he comes to along the way is more interesting than what his actual story is. Like there's a scene where he's on the moon, and this is during the trailer also. He's in like this moon rover, and he starts getting chased by moon pirates. And the moon pirates start attacking him. I'm like, fuck him trying to find his dad. Why are there moon pirates? Why are they attacking him? What is the economic system where this becomes like necessary to have moon pirates? I don't care about Brad Pitt anymore,
Yeah.
That's basically what this was. Like I quit caring about the actual story and like, why is there how do you get a werebadger?
What happened to Rock? Like, did he lose a bet and like he had to get like altered, like, at the genetic level to become a werebadger? and now what's Rocky's training like now that he's on?
Yeah, exactly.
Joe? What do you think like his training would be?
Oh well, werebadgers don't give a shit, right? Well, he just eats king cobras and he fucking goes and he fights. You know what I mean? That's what werebadgers do.
He'll survive in like the space woods, and he'll lift up wood and like pull like stuff. Like he'll Rocky for it.
I wanted to see that training sequence for sure.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
If there's anything Rocky's good at, it's training montage.
Yeah, like a werebadger doing a training montage of him like fighting king cobras because that's what like badgers eat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a honey badger. Yeah. They eat king cobras and stuff like that. Mongoose. Yeah, same thing.
And with his training, like, okay, is he jumping from asteroid to asteroid, like to improve his agility?
Yeah, right.
Oh god, what would be another part of his training? Like, would he be going to the sun to withstand the heat? Like maybe some people he has to fight are sun people. Like there's the door's out the window with this.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's world building that's a mile wide and an inch deep.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I was with the guy. I was willing to accept every stupid thing that every silly thing he put in there.
It was so fucking funny in like the greatest and dumbest way at the same time.
I wish they made movies like that. I mean, just fucking silly. You know what I mean?
That's like a kid playing with Legos.
Yeah.
First, the robot guy comes out of the thing, and then this genetically engineered guy. What made Apollo Creed come in his boxer shorts? The suspicious stain.
I wish that wasn't in there.
Is he old and senile, and that's what he thinks his shorts are now?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I wish he hadn't gone there.
Me too.
You know what I mean? Yeah, because nothing about this needs to be sexual. You know what I mean? It's already weird enough.
I mean, they mention he's like flamboyantly gay at the beginning. I feel like if they're gonna walk away hand and paw, there would have been a kiss in there or something. No.
Yeah, like
I think it'd be funnier if they just had straight missionary sex and it was like as sexually reserved as possible. You know what I mean? Like if they went out of their way to describe.
That would be very Rocky of them to do that.
Yeah, it's like I can't knock him out. There's only one thing I gotta do, and he starts tackling. It's like, wow. I mean, nobody made a rule against this, so
Yeah,
I guess he
like
wins.
takes out a sheet and just starts, banging him through a sheet like the most conservative way. That's his superpower. His super strength is just missionary sex through a sheet. That's it.
We gotta do it at the top of the Philadelphia Public Library stairs.
What happened? What happened to What happened to Agent? What happened to Mick?
Right.
What happened to all the guys? Like
Mick would be dead. I mean, but
well, what if he wasn't? What if,
right? Yeah.
Like he's like a consciousness. Like,
Yeah. Exactly.
What if he's the Galaxy Reader fart?
Oh, totally.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that would have
He
been.
could be a.
And then the Burt Young character, the brother. I mean, they could have incorporated these characters in some way. It would be fun.
Get up, Rock, you bum. I came out of a literal bum, and you're a bum.
You'll never be as good as me, Rock. I'm the highest being imaginable.
That's good.
But I mean, again, okay, I want to I like this story just because I love stories like this where they're written like it sounded like this guy was like on speed when he wrote it, or like he was on bath salts or he's on shrooms when he wrote it.
Yeah,
like I love those like insane ideas, but like I think just slow down a little bit.
Yeah,
slow down, like stretch it out a little bit. Like we need to know where Rocky's at. We do not want to know where Mr. T. We got Mr. T too.
Yeah.
Like, where's that dude?
Yeah, just call everybody back. Yeah, absolutely. I'm trying to think of some of the other like.
Wait, was Mr. T is Clubber Lang?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I was about to say B.A. Baracus, but that's A Team.
Yeah.
Wrong one. Okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like I was, but I love this story. Like, this is one of my favorite stories that we've ever written on this pod.
Did you just Freudian slip because we didn't?
We didn't write. No, we didn't write it.
Okay.
We didn't. We've ever read on this podcast. But yeah, like it's I would say like yeah, like we needed way more. We needed way more beforehand. I think we've already said it, but it's like we need more beforehand. We got to know where Rocky is. Is he in debt? Is he in debt to like Space Mob? Is that why he's a Wolverine? Like, cause you can't just lead with a Wolverine. Like he's now a Wolverine. Like, okay, where was that? Where was the training montage for that? Like to become a Wolverine? I don't know.
I would love to see it. Like, oh shit, phone call.
What are you doing, Alice?
God damn it!
My phone off. Sweets.
What is that ringtone?
That's not part of the training.
It's the. Did you ever see that show, Ugly Americans?
I knew it was a sitcom intro. That's what it sounded like.
No, it's from. It was a show on Comedy Central called Ugly Americans, where at the end of every episode he had like a little, like at the end of Scrubs he had his little monologue at the end that was just kind of tying up the episode.
No.
Oh
yeah, I do remember that.
It was kind of like that, but that was the music that would play when he was like pontificating to himself.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's very specific, Atlas.
I like Ugly Americans.
Are you positive you didn't write this story that we just read?
pretty freaking positive.
Yes, Atlas. Tell us.
That's yeah.
No,
what's your ringtone, Nick?
Oh, just the basic iPhone. It's boring. I wish it was Family Guy.
Oh yeah.
What's yours?
Mine is too. It's just the bamboo sticks or whatever the hell that's supposed to be. Man, some guy had that going off as an alarm at the gym today. I wanted to punch him in the face. You know what I mean? And it's just and it's like, God, that's my God. When I hear that, it's just like, oh, I don't ever want to hear from anyone. It's always a complaint, or when you have a business or whatever, it's always like a complaint.
That's true. It's never.
It's never like good. You're just like, oh, why are you bringing that into my life here?
I don't know.
That guy who was just trying to call me was like the annoying friend.
Yeah.
Of the
the
one that nobody likes.
The Delta. Yeah.
The Delta.
The Delta. So what do you just make him drive you everywhere?
No. I'm the guy with the car usually, but he's one of these people.
You're the wheel man. Is that what you're?
I'm baby driver.
That's
baby driver.
Are you sober? No. Is that why are you the driver, Alice?
Because I own a car and most of my friends don't.
You're from L.A.
Yeah.
Who are these people that can't drive and are from here?
Poor.
God damn.
I am very lucky, but anyway. So the thing with this friend is he's one of these people who never like you make a plan with him and then you go to show up and then like 10 minutes before, oh shit, I'm running late. So you wait, and then he's like, oh wait, I'm doing something else now. Like he never goes, I can't make it. he just keeps saying, I'm running late until it's 2.5 hours later, and you're like, fuck this, I'm leaving.
Oh, yeah.
And which makes him insufferable to hang out with by yourself. You got to hang out with other people.
Is he an only child?
He's got a younger brother.
How much younger?
I think 2-3 years younger.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Why? What does being an only child have to do with
You
that?
don't take into consideration other people's time.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, we do that.
Yeah, cut to me last week. Oh, I completely forgot I was supposed to be here. What a fucking idiot.
Do you have any
yeah.
siblings? Or
Yeah, I got 2 younger brothers. Yeah.
What's the age difference?
They are 2 and 5 years younger than I am. And they're good guys. They live in Northern California. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was saying like no, like we are like that just as a generally like because I'm an only child and
Yeah.
we are bad. We are just bad at it because we're
Yeah.
just like like it's like well I guess that, mom and dad thought the first draft was good enough, so we'll just keep going. Like
it was my dream to be an only child when I was a kid. Oh my God. Yeah.
Nah, it's not as cool as everybody makes it out to be. It's like
Yeah.
you're like it's just like I feel like there's just like an insane amount of pressure like to be somebody.
Surely there is.
And imagine if you're an only child telling your parents, "Hey, I want to be a comedian."
Yeah.
Like they're like, "Okay."
Yeah, because they don't have any other. Yeah.
Yeah, they have no other offspring. They're like,
nothing in the stable. Yeah.
yeah. So they're like, okay, well, yeah, go ahead and do that. And like they'll keep telling me that I'm doing a good job when I'm actually not doing a good job. It's like it's okay. Just give him 5 years.
I'm
Like,
not having another baby. He'll figure it out. See, I'm a younger sibling.
secretly adopt
Oh,
one
yeah?
behind his back.
My sister's 3 years older than me, and I always wondered, like, why I'm around.
Yeah.
Like, they got it right the first time or whatever.
Same dad?
Same dad, yes.
Okay.
But my mom said we didn't want your sister to be alone on this earth, so my literal job on this planet is to be someone's monkey boy.
Oh,
which,
man.
when you say you want to be a stand-up comic, that is the ultimate thing to throw back to their face.
That is horrible. You don't want your sister to be alone on this earth, like
Yeah.
as if there aren't another 6 billion people out there.
That's what I'm
You know what I mean?
saying,
It's
yeah.
like Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Yeah. Well, there you go. That gives you something to work out for the rest of your life.
Oh no,
Jesus.
it's one of my favorite bits to do. But like, my dad had another set of kids after he got remarried. You ever been playing a video game and you didn't like what you did with your character, so you made a new character?
Fuck, dude. Oh, is that what you talk about in therapy? Have you ever gotten over that?
Oh yeah, no. I'm not mad that he had another set of kids at all.
Okay.
It's more that I know I am the black sheep of my family because both my parents are in medicine. My sister's smart, so I have to be the funny one, or else I'm nothing.
Jesus
interesting.
Christ.
Yeah, that sounds a little like
Funny or nothing.
Funny or Die.
Yeah.
Oh, there
Yeah.
it is. We figured it out. We should start a thing called Funny or Die.
Yeah.
That totally doesn't exist yet. We totally should.
I don't know, man. I think we can use that. I think we're pretty sure, right?
Trademark.
Nice.
Yeah, where's Callahan Welsh right now? Trademark, copyright, all rights reserved.
Callahan Welsh is such a weird dude. Okay, Callahan Welsh, to the non-LA listeners, he's a tall, bearded man who is literally insane. His whole persona on stage is like just a homeless guy who's not quite all there.
Andy Kaufman on
basically, yeah.
Andy Kaufman, like if he took way too many whippets or something, like to make him really fucking slow, like.
Yeah, he's very stoic.
Yeah,
but there's a lot of It's like Kaufman and Galifianakis. Mixed together.
Yes, Galifianakis for sure.
But he's good. He's really developed that point of view. I'm happy for him.
We should get him on the podcast.
We will eventually. One time we were outside the Comedy Store and we were passing the joint around, and Callahan pulls the joint out of my mouth while it's in my mouth, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" And he runs over to the Star Tours bus that has pulled up in front of the Comedy Store, and he's offering it to the people inside the bus. Obviously, no one's taking it because it's Callahan, but like. It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
And he probably said it like, "This will get you into Harvard."
He said nothing. He was just
time out.
Basically.
Yeah. Oh man,
that fucking guy. So, who are like some of your favorite people you've seen come through Fourth Wall?
Well,
in the 3 years it's been around.
Well, you guys, of course. People go into different categories. You guys go into the, young, hopeful, talented, like new kind of fresh baby face people. You know what I mean?
I grew a beard for a reason,
yeah.
sir. Yeah.
I know. Oh, you got the divorced dad thing down, bro. You're looking good. No, but like, for instance, on the other end of the spectrum, you have Jay London who comes through. And if you guys don't know who Jay London and he's been on Last Comic Standing, and he's the guy that has this I never knew my real ladder.
My new lab?
No, the step ladder joke. That's his, like, he did the 5-minute opening on Louis C.K.'s special, like at the Comedy Store. It's like, that's Jay London. It looks like he has a mop on his head, but it's his real hair. He looks like a caveman. But he comes in, like, to see him, and a lot of interesting people. But it's interesting to see people like that, like, he's like the one guy that'll come in and I let him break all the rules just because he's been doing comedy for like 38 years. And it's just kind of like, and he's got some status, but he's not really that famous. It's interesting.
Yeah, he's one of those dudes, like, he's killing it in obscurity.
Exactly. Like, that's part of his brand, is just kind of like...
killing it in obscurity. I like that.
Yeah.
A KO, if you will.
Dude, a lot of those Last Comic Standing people that, like, didn't win or were just a little too old and a little too weird are like people that come through, you know what I mean? And you just have to respect them, though, Yeah,
it's like his act's very much. I don't want. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that. No, I don't want to. I don't like comparing other comedians to other comedians, because it's like, we like Stephen Wright or something. But no, Jay is like, I remember when I first met him at this. I used to do this gig at Palermo's Italian restaurant. He would open for it regularly.
Yeah, he's very funny.
Is that still around, by the way? Is that show still happen?
No, unfortunately, I won't get into too many details, but it was just, we couldn't get the finances for it, and it just kind of ended. But
bummer.
It was also kind of like a thing with insurance as well. Like, we were up in like this upstairs reception area, like, of this Italian restaurant, and apparently, like, you need to have, like, the manager, like, present to, like, check up on you regularly, or else it could be a fire hazard if there's a lot of people in there. And and plus, like, it was a place where you could only get up there with stairs, and some people were, they were handicapped and they couldn't get up, so we had to, like, invest into a literal elevator for that, like, room. And then we're going. Yeah, it's all that, like, it was a lot of different things that, like, happened, and it was just it was a good show, though, too, because they were starting to do open mics. Like, it was gonna be one of those rooms where, like, oh wow, like, Jay London saw me, like, perform here, and, like, it would have been really cool. That's it. That's really it. I know it's nothing really funny happened there. It's just kind of it's like reminiscing on old memories. This old veteran comic, her name's Tanya Cha-Cha.
I know Cha-Cha. Yeah. Cha-Cha hits me up all the time.
Yeah. She used to run it, and it was a really, really good show.
Yeah, I bet it was. Yeah. I like her. Yeah. She's an interesting person.
Yeah.
I've met a lot of people that are past at the Comedy Store, but they're not in at the Comedy Store anymore, which is interesting because it's like this over fetishized status now to be a paid regular. But, like, I'm looking at people that got that, like, 15 years ago, and they're not doing anything now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not that it's not that any of them are bad. It's just interesting to see, how that at one point that really didn't mean as much as it does now. You know what I mean?
Right. I think it's more that you're getting paid to do comedy. That's the fetishized part. I don't think it's the wear.
I think it is the wear.
You think so?
Yeah, I think because the pay is not anything. I mean, it's like $15 a show. I think it's more the association. That whole brand is based on stars and lineage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they've launched the careers of so many incredibly famous people that work there, and I think that's what it is. I think it has to do with like in our culture today. We're getting very serious here. It's definitely a like to be visible, to be recognized is the highest virtue. Like, if you're known, you're good. It doesn't matter what you're known for, even if it's something horrible. If you're known, you're good. And that's kind of the way it is at the Comedy Store. It's like, there's like, if you do well at the Comedy Store, it's somehow better if you do well anywhere else, because that's where all the famous people work out. And if you're close to a star, then you're good. And even the door guys at the Comedy Store, even, the ones that we all know, having nice guys, good comedians, like them a lot. But they get extra good treatment everywhere they go because they're a little closer to the stars. They're
Yeah.
in. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But that's us now. It's not about authenticity necessarily. It's about just to be recognized. You know?
Right.
I just got a mental image of you saying, if you, it doesn't matter what you're known for. If you're known, you're good. This is literally what just played in my head. And coming up now on the main stage, give it up for Benito Mussolini.
Oh, he would be huge now. I mean, look at O.J. Simpson. He's a fucking monster.
Yeah.
He is a monster. He's a fucking horrible sociopathic human being. But he's known, so we accept him. You know what I mean? Like he's found a niche for himself on
Twitter.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
And
Like
he's not even that good at Twitter.
no, he's just like, these are my fantasy football picks. You know what I mean? But people are fucking into it because he's known. That's it. You know?
That'd be funny if like OJ keeps trying to follow Dave Chappelle, but Dave Chappelle keeps unfollowing him on Twitter. Like that one bit that Dave does in his special. Yeah, where he's like, "This is the first time I met OJ Simpson. Last time
You met him 3 times. Right?
4 times.
4 times.
Remember the 4th time? He's like, wait, I forgot. The 4th time I met OJ Simpson. That is, I think I forget how the bit goes, but yeah.
Oh man, yeah. But it's just interesting, you know. But I think that's what draws people to the Comedy Store. You know, as much I don't think it's about the payment. I think it's about the status. It's a status thing for sure.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I mean, it still is today, but like there's so much competition now. Like it's not just the Comedy Store anymore or the Laugh Factory. It's Instagram. It's YouTube.
Yeah.
It's
Twitch,
yeah.
There's lots of
Twitch.
platforms everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, when you really think about it, it's like Jesus. You know, that's the old-fashioned way to gain status. You know, it's to actually have to go out and do something in public as opposed to doing something and showing it later on. You know, when you have time to filter it and.
But again, like with Instagram comedians, they call themselves comedians. I've seen some bad content on Instagram.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But it's like that old saying, like it's like sex robots. Like it's only gonna get better. You know, just give it time. It's like that. I'm a huge Bill Burr fan, but it's like that one bit that he does where he talks about blow up dolls. Like back in the day, like you had to go buy one. Like nowadays, you can just order it from Amazon. But you see these real dolls today, and they're like, and he's like, yeah, these fucking things look way better.
Yeah,
like I fuck that.
Yeah,
that's Bill Burr's joke. I'm not stealing it.
On that weird note, I think it's about time we finish off this episode of Bad Reading. Joe, thank you so much for coming on.
I thank you guys. I had a great time. I really enjoyed that story, by the way. That it was so silly that it was great. You know what I mean? Yeah. Fun times.
Where can people find you if they want to follow you or?
Fourth Wall TV, IG, that's my Instagram, Fourth Wall TV, and that's it, man. That's my only thing to plug, but check it out. I administrate just about everything on there, so if you get a message from Fourth Wall TV or you get a like from Fourth Wall TV on Instagram, that's me, guys. That's me, in case you didn't know. So there
just
you go.
Instagram or Twitter too?
Just Instagram, and that's it. Just Instagram, Fourth Wall TV. That's it.
And then if you're an aspiring stand-up comedian in the LA area, go check out the various Fourth Wall locations.
Yeah. Coming to our location, we got go to slotted.co/. FW Cafe, and if you go there, you link to any of the Fourth Walls and come work your stuff out. It's fun. There's booking opportunities coming up in 2016. We got
2020.
Where are we? What day is it?
Joe,
we got to get out of here. But we're kind of awarding people that do good sets to stage time at various different stages around town, including the Comedy Store and and those kinds of places. So there you go.
Nick, where can people find you?
You can find me at Millennial Comic on Instagram.
You can find me at Atlas Novak on Twitter or Instagram, or you can find this podcast at Bad Reading Pod, also on Twitter or Instagram, or on YouTube, where you can watch us
do this.
Yeah. So thanks for listening, everybody, and have a good night.
Thank you, guys.
Merry Christmas.